Well, you know what they say. Another day, another high-quality game making its way to the Vita. You'll find out momentarily that I stole that line from somewhere. I did put my own spin on it, though. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PSVita at 2 a.m. coming at you once again with another exciting video. Staying true to my word for like, what, 4 weeks in a row now, except for that whole Sony incident, but let's not talk about that. I'm not talking about that. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe and make sure to leave me your thoughts and opinions down below. Well, Rin, once again, proving that sleep means absolutely nothing to him, has come out with yet another port for the PS Vita. Yeah, just add them to the pile at this point, right? But this time he's not alone. He has a partner in crime with him. Let's discuss this new game. The title is called Backstab, a word I'm all too familiar with, and for anyone curious, I'm usually at the receiving end of those. But honestly, are you really surprised about that fact? PS Vita release Backstab HD by Glintwine, however you say his name. I think I used to pronounce it Glintwine, and Rin, whose name I can never pronounce, an official port. Another day, another Android game ported to PS Vita. See, I told you I can't come up with my own lines. But it was enough of a spin on it, right? This time Backstab HD by developers Glintwine and Rin. Glintwine had previously released PS Vita ports for Dead Space and Mass Effect as well. Yeah, these dudes have definitely been busy with the high quality stuff, as well as depriving themselves from bathing, eating, and sleeping apparently, because quite frankly, nobody's got time for that. This is yet another Android port straight to Vita using the Flows wrapper, a mechanism that allows to un-Android apps natively on Vita. Wait, how does one actually un-Android something? Without emulation, allowing for impressive performance. Thanks to this system, we've seen other great releases recently, including The Conduit, Thimbleweed Park, Fahrenheit, Crazy Taxi, Rockstar's Bully, and GTA San Andreas, the Anomaly series, which according to people in the comment section, I guess I wasn't pronouncing right? Just another day for me, I guess. As well as Final Fantasy ports by Rin and Frangar. So guys, why should you exactly be excited about Backstab HD? If you've never heard of it, then I got two words for you. Assassin's Creed. Yep, this is an Assassin's Creed inspired game, or a clone, however you want to take it, and was originally published back in 2011. And in this title, you take on the role of Henry Blake, a main character for once whose name doesn't sound that generic. He's a broken man whose life was basically stripped away, and it's up to you to help him in his quest for justice and revenge. I mean, aren't they all about that? You have to climb, jump, and sneak your way through diverse settings to reach your target and strike down adversaries. Use your deadly fighting skills and the combo-based combat system to defeat your nemesis and anyone else who gets in your way. And believe me, there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be getting in your way. Many of them looking very similar to one another. And you'll no doubt love every minute of it. Well, you might not on that last part. Now, although I am super excited to see a game of this quality make its way onto the Vita, I will give you my general impression of this game from what I have played of it. Uh-oh, here it comes. And as much as I really do appreciate everything Rin and Glintwine do for us, this one in particular, I just wasn't a fan of this game personally. Now, before the lynch mob is created, hear me out. Or don't. I can already feel the noose tightening. I found the game to be a tad on the repetitive side, so much so that I kind of started to get bored of the gameplay, which, don't get me wrong, the controls are very well done in this game, and quite responsive, especially for the HD version, and the environments look very well animated, especially if you're playing this on an OLED Vita. Ah, the good old OLED Vita. You never fail us. Except when you're constantly always being compared to the Slim. Now, there's a debate we'll never agree on. But along with the repetitiveness and the fact that the missions that you do go on can drag out exceedably after a long time, it just, I don't know. This game just wasn't for me personally. In fact, I would even go as far as to say is that if you were to ever come up to me and say that this was just a poor man's Assassin's Creed game, I probably couldn't argue with you much there. And I know that we're in a case here that this is in fact a homebrew title, thus, you know, we're not actually technically paying for it on our Vitas. But however, let's just paint a scenario here that this game actually was available on the PS Vita store. I would tell you your money would probably be spent better elsewhere, especially on the other numerous Assassin's Creed games we already have on the good old Vita. However, since that doesn't appear to be the case, and this is in fact a homebrew title that we're not actually paying for, then I would say, yeah, why not give it a download? It might be something that could keep you occupied at work when you're at a meeting playing your PS Vita when you know you're not supposed to be. Don't worry, I won't tell. But even though that's how I personally feel about the game, I'm still super stoked and excited to see a game of this caliber make its way on the platform again. And you know, giving credit where credit is due here, the game did allow you to do a majority of the things you could do back on Assassin's Creed for the time. So yeah, it's got that going for it, I guess, even if it's just not as fun in my opinion. And it just goes to show, like I said before, that these games were possible on a Vita all along, and Sony, you just never took the opportunity to take advantage of this fact. Shame on thee. And for anyone who is interested in downloading the game for themselves, I will have a link down to how you can accomplish all this down in the video description. So at this point, I am very curious. Have any of you out there actually heard of the game Backstab? Let alone know that there was a Backstab HD Android port, which again, much like with the other homebrew game I talked about last week, I certainly didn't. And whether or not you've had a chance to play it, either both past or present, what did you think about the game? Do you think that this fits perfectly on the Vita? Or do you think that maybe there were some other games that were more worth our time that could have been ported? Either way, I'm definitely not complaining. The more homebrew games, the better at this point. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous Patreon and YouTube membership supporters who help make this content possible. So a huge thank you goes out to Chris Foxhound, Jimmy Gilby, Bushin Ryu Cat, Matt Fox, Reiko Star, Franz Hartle, Aridri, No Good, Lacerated 87, Neo Arashi, Milk Sama, PSP Guru, Jamie, Hector Gonzalez, Kayonko, That Bro, Juan M. Hermosillo, Eric DeWitt, Tasha Monty, Mazgus, Saban Fire, Buzz Saiyan, Razel Pliskin, 1488 Dental, Azumara, Nintendo Switch at 2 AM, Donut Valley, Ricardo Martinez, Champlow, Kiori, Rendi Azudich, Zakrito, Alan Iwazuk, Shin Snake, Maki Curry, Worthorga, Mishuga 360, Samai 241, Airkick 72, Jonathan Jarrett, Gutter Drums, Hemdall Imbert, Wendy K, David Ray, Phantom XRS, Saul Ramirez, Kyle Brooks, JR, Patnos D, Thomas Kremet, Adam Thury, Sculpture Tugel TCG, DMF, Claimer Malarkey, VG Legends, Jared Hado, Kevin Enright, Heston Joseph, Crazy Cat, Rodrigo Vera, Hero Acer, Adam Sondi, PS Vita S, Richard Cruz, Joseph Shavak, Jale, H-Hitter, and Michael O'Connor. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and gaining access to a number of perks, including having your name featured on the end credits of these videos, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it. I also have some affiliate links from both Amazon and PlayAsia for anyone who is interested in purchasing something from them. Basically, the way it works is so long as you use one of those links to just access their website, then anything you purchase afterwards, a small commission will go to help support this content at no extra cost to you, the consumer. I also have channel merchandise available, and of course, as always, likes and shares can help equally as much. So, do any of you out there feel that I backstabbed Backstab HD by the fact that I didn't really like it? Oh, come on, you knew that that pun was eventually going to come in this video.